Welcome everybody to another Big Brain Puzzles. I am MBW Champion, and today we are going to be playing Thermomodness. It's like Thermo Madness, but Thermomodness. This rule set's actually not too complicated, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. But if you guys haven't seen Big Brain Puzzles, every other Sunday I post these videos, and it's basically a blind live recording of me playing this puzzle for the first time and just trying to figure it out. And most of the times you can see how much I fail and go like, oh my god, that was so obvious. But some of the times I surprised you. But no, if you guys haven't seen it, the link to this puzzle is in the description, and you can play alongside. You can pause this video and play yourself, whichever you want to do. But I really like these puzzles because they're just like the people that make these, like Keaton right here that made this puzzle. It's amazing how people can put these puzzles together and do different types of variant Sudokus. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump into the rule set. So I'm going to press start puzzle really quick so you can kind of see the board. So normal Sudoku rules apply. So meaning the digits 1 through 9 in a column, in a row, and then also a 3x3 grid. It has the digits 1 through 9 and it cannot repeat. Digits along a thermometer, and every single one of these things are a thermometer. Basically, the digits increase from the bulb end. So the lowest point in a thermometer is the lowest number. And then so the ending of the thermometer is the highest number of that string. This is an interesting rule right here. And this is the one that's probably going to get me. I'm already calling it. It says the sum of the digits along the thermometer must be a multiple of the length of that thermometer. So say, for example, like this is probably like an easy one right here. So the length of it is 2, meaning whatever the sum of these two digits are, it has to be a multiple of 2. So in other words, it can't be an odd number. It has to be an even number. And same thing with this, like since this is 3, that means the sum of this needs to be equal to a multiple of 3, which is, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. It has to be one of those numbers when you add each individual one together. And that is the rule set. So again, you can play alongside. The link is in the description below, but I'm going to go ahead and start playing. So let's go ahead and put on the timer and let's go. All right. So first things first, there is a lot of thermometer in the middle. So my eyes are automatically starting to go there. And the one thing I can point out right here is, where does the 9 go? So the 9 has to be at the end of a thermometer because there can be nothing past it, right? So like say, for example, if this was a 9, then this can't be a 10. It has to be 1 through 9, right? So it has to be at the end of the thermometer. Well, all these are not the end of the thermometer, so this is a 9. I'm always like, when I play these variant Sudokus with Fog of War, I'm like, I expect something to happen when I put in a right number now, because that's my favorite one. Anyways, this 9 is seeing this row right here, and obviously same rule set applies. None of these can be 9 because it's not at the end of the bulb. So these two are the only options in this grid that can be a 9. I'm just gonna label these really quick. So I'm sorry. This can only be the 9 because again, these 9s are seeing this, and then these cannot be 9s, so 9s go here. So since we know that the 9s can't be in these columns up here, and it can't be on these because same thing, this is our 9 up here, which means this row is no longer seeing that. This is seeing that. This can't be that, so this is So 9 has to be up here on this grid. Down here, that means it has to be, since these rows are seeing these, 9 has to come down here. This is the end of the thermometer, so that's a 9. All right, same thing here. Whoop. Only places that a 9 can be is here. This 9 is seeing this, so 9 can go anywhere here. And then, oh, that's 9 sees that, so 9 can go somewhere here. Okay, we touched every grid, so that is where the 9s are. So I wanted to kind of put that first because obviously, like, that was probably the easiest one that we can do. Okay, so where do I go next? I want to take a look at this. I want to see how long this is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, yeah, if it's 8, that means that there's only like 2 possibilities on each one. So let's go ahead and label what numbers these can be, so that for future reference, we know that like which ones these are. So, because once we like start getting one of those, you know, we'll definitely be able to see. Where does the 8 go in here? Well, the 8, it can't go right here because then this would have to be a 9, and this 9 is seeing that, so this can't be an 8. And so the only place that an 8 can go is here because the 9 is right there. So let's go ahead and put the 8 right there, which means we see the 9. And because we see the 9, we can go ahead and just start filling in some things. I'll clean it up in just a moment. There we go. Perfect. It's kind of cool because now we know that this, you know, like this is it's not as long as this one, but this one can probably be dwindled down as well, so it's pretty good. What about 7? 7 can go here. Just gonna label it. Where does 8 go here? This is an interesting one. So because we got 8 right here, this 8 is seeing this row straight across, right? Well, this can't be 8 either because then this would have to be 9, and there's already a 9 in the grid in the column, so this cannot be an 8. So the only places currently that could be an 8 are these ones right now. This one can't be because this is on this big old row. Same thing as this one. 8 would have to come here, but again, that 9 is right there, so this cannot never be an 8. And again, same thing, 9 is seeing this, so this can never be an 8. So this is the only location that an 8 can be, meaning the 8 is at the top row on this grid over here. We did kind of point out right here that this is currently possible to be an 8, but it can't be an 8 here. So I'm wondering, like, these are the only locations that an 8 can be because this 8 sees this one up here. So I'm going to label that. I feel like that might be important. So 8s can go here. 8 can never go here. I'm trying to see what's in this row. Since we know that this can never be 8, where can 8 be in this row? So again, could be here or here. Cannot be here. Obviously, we know that it can't be there. But this can never be an 8 because then this would have to be a 9. Again, the 9 is already seen here. And same thing here. If this is an 8, that means that has to be a 9. Cannot happen. So yeah, so the 8 has to be here. So we can go ahead and get rid of that because the 8 is on the bottom row of that grid. Good to know. 8 is seen up here, so I'll go ahead and label these as the only options that 8 can be, because again, this is too long for it to have an 8 right here. So here, an 8 can only go in these positions because the 9 is already seen here. So this thermometer cannot have an 8 in here unless it's at the very end. So 8 is going to be labeled there. Same thing, this 8 is seeing this, so that means, actually it could go here. But it can't see this at all. Cannot be on here because then, you know, there's 2 of them right here, so it can't be 9, 10. So this can be an 8. That can be an 8. It's actually a lot of could be's on that one. This is a 9. This cannot be an 8 because this 8 sees this. So 8 is somewhere here. Haha. The only place I didn't label it was somewhere here. So I'm just going to label it there. But okay, okay. I like it. I like it. Hey, Mikey, he likes it. All right. So I'm thinking maybe the next route we should do is 7s. So where does a 7 go here? Because we know that the 7s can go here, but what about here? Well, we know that 7 would have to, if it's on the thermometer, it would have to go here. So 7 cannot go anywhere here. 7 also can't go here because that would mean 7, 8, 9. But again, 9 is seeing that one right here. So this can never be a 7. So this can never be a 7 either because then this would be either 8 or a 9. But again, 8 or 9 is seeing all this right here. So this is the only place a 7 can be. So because 7s are taking up this row, like if this was 7, that means that's 7. If that's 7, that's 7. So that means 7 has to go up here somewhere. So it is on the top row, in other words, of that grid. I think the same thing here. We kind of pointed out right there that the 7s would have to indeed be somewhere here, cannot go anywhere else on the grid. So I'm going to label it. I'm just wondering right here if I should label the 7s up here, but it really could be like anywhere right here. That seems like too big of a pencil mark to label. I don't think I want to do it. What about 7s here? Like 7 can go here, 7 can go there, there, everywhere. Yeah, so I don't think so. Oh, check this out. This is a unique one. Okay, so since we did say the 7s have to go here, can this ever be 7 right here? No, because we said that the 8s, since the 8s are seeing this, the 8 is up here, so this could never be an 8, meaning this can never be a 7 because 8 and 9 cannot be there. So this is never a 7. So the 7, in conclusion, is here. So that's our 7 down there. And since we do see the 7 seeing this entire row, that means 7 can only go in one of these 2 places. So, boom. In some areas of the country, they also say that's pronounced boom chakalaka. So yeah. Interesting. I like how we're seeing a lot of, like, some of these thermometers are going to go kind of small. So, like, say for example, the ending of this, currently, the highest it could be is a 6. So it could end up being a 3, 4, 5, or 6. That's like the only solutions that are here. Meaning this is a 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is a 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are the solutions for that thermometer. Super cool. I'm trying to think, like, is the seven doable here? I don't know. So, oh, the rule has to be a multiple of the length of the thermometer. Okay. Okay. So, multiple of the length. So, this is 4. So, what are the solutions that this can be? So, again, it has to be a multiple of 4. So, the sum of this is 24, right? Let me see. 15, yeah, 24. So how do you make it a multiple of 4 when you add something here? So since 24 is already a multiple of 4, that means it's either going to be a 4 or an 8. But an 8 is already here, so 4. 4 it is. So we got a 4 here, meaning we have the 3, we have the 2, we have the 1. That takes all of that one right there, so that's perfect. So we got that whole grid down there. That's good. That's a Gouda. These two 8s, we're seeing that over here. So that meaning 7s can only go up here. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, this is good. This is good. We're making what the kids are saying, progress. Progress City up in here. Up in here. Okay. Another thing we can say here is because it has to be a multiple of 2, that means it has to be an even number, meaning this can be only a 2, 4, or 6. Because if it's an odd number, then it's going to be making this sum an odd number. So, ha 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 ha. Actually, let's check our work right here. So that's 3, 6. Oh, we still need to get that one. Actually, we can get it from here. So it has to be a multiple of this, but let's go ahead and add this up really quick. So 10, 20, 30, okay, 36. So we got 36 so far. So what is the multiple? It's 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it has to be a multiple of 8. What did I say? It was 36. So multiple of 8 would have to be 40. So it has to be 4. All right. Okay, meaning the 4 is somewhere down here. I'm just going to label it right there. Beautiful, beautiful 4. Well, actually, let's do the multiple thing here as well. So again, it has to be a multiple of 3. Currently, we have 11. So if we add a 1 to it, that makes it 12. So that is possible. If you add a 3 to it, that does not make it, it makes it a 14. So that is not a multiple of 3. So we'll get that 3 out of there. But then if it's a 4, it's a 15. So that is actually, that works. So there we go. So it's either going to be a 1 or a 4. What else can we do? 6s are right there. So 6s are going to be here. Because the 7, nah, I don't want to say that yet. I'll hold off on what I was gonna say. Um, it's kind of cool that we saw where we got the middle grid. Speaking of that, now we know that there's ones down here. The one is seen here, meaning the ones can only go here, meaning this is our one. So ones are somewhere right there. One is going to hit that beautiful place. That means one has to go across here, meaning this is our one here. And then one down here. And I don't know exactly where the one is going to go in this one, so I'll just label them all right there. Cool. I like it. I like it. Hey, Mike, he likes it again. Okay. So do I want to label these? I don't know if I do right now. Let's just do it really quick. Yeah, because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's probably a better way. Yeah, we should label this. We should label it. It's a lot of numbers there, but again, it's going to make things easier in the long run. All right. Seven can go here. It can never go here. And we already said it can't go here. So because 7 can only go here, and 7 can only go here, that means this is our 7 right here. Actually, might as well pencil mark these. This is either going to be a 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's either going to be one of those. Oh, actually, we can. Okay, we have to do our little other rule that I know I'm going to be forgetting all the time. So again, multiple. So it has to be a multiple of 3. So this is 8 so far. So if you add a 3 to it, that does not do it. So let's get rid of that. 8 plus 4 is 12, so that does work. But 8 plus 5 is 13, and that does not work. So, haha, it's a 4. It's a 4. It's a 4. Okay. Oh, this is coming out beautifully. Just looking at this, what's the lowest number that we can get? A 3. I was trying to see like what, because this is the lowest one, this is higher than this one. Like what is the lowest number that we can get here? And it's a 3. So 3 goes here, meaning this is our 5, 6 right here, meaning this is our 2. And now we have a very, very naked single. So let's go ahead and put that 5 right there. And we'll put just a pencil mark so that it looks beautiful. Doesn't it look magical? It sure does. Haha. Okay. Can still be 6. So 6, yeah, 6 can still go everywhere. This is 8. That's 8. It could still go 6, 5, 3, 2. Ugh. It actually goes a lot higher than I thought. This can't be a 3 though. It can't be a 4. So 5, 6, or 8. Hmm. This could be a 1, 2, 3. That'd be kind of cool. Okay. Oh, actually, I forgot the rule set again. This has to be a multiple of 2, so that means it has to be a even number. So it cannot be a 5. So this is our 6. All right. So now that we know that this is a 6, whoa, 6 is seeing all of these numbers. So we'll go ahead and pencil mark that the 6 is up here. Feel like, and I feel heaven so far away. Okay. I I'm trying to look to see if 6 could. Again, 6 can't go here. It's not really dwindling it down, though. What about 7? 7 can't go here. 7 can go here. Since we know 7s are locked in these two, that means 7 has to go down here. This 7 is seeing this. This 7 is possible. So 7 is one of these two down here. I like it. And again, the only 9s we haven't got are like these ones. Oh, wait. What in the world? Michael. This is seeing that. So this is a 9, guys. Meaning now we had this a long time ago. So that means 8 was here. So 8 has to go down here. And then we also have 8 down here. So 8 can go there, making that 9. Actually still works. Okay. I'll let it go. I'll let it go. I don't know why I thought I was going to get a little bit more. But either way, 9s are here. And 8s were almost cleared. 7s, I'm surprised I haven't dwindled it down a little bit more than this. All right. I think I need to focus on the other rule set. So I'm not going to do it there. What about here? If this is a 7, 8, is this would that be a multiple of, would that be a multiple, in other words? So in other words, if this is 7, this has to be an 8. So 1 plus 7 is 8, plus 8 is 16, and that is not a multiple of 3. So this can never be a 7, meaning our 7 is actually up here. All right, the 6 is seeing this, so I'm gonna just label it like what these could possibly be. So it's gonna be a 5, 3, or 2. Okay. Seven, 1. Ooh. Since we have all the numbers here, we actually know what these numbers are going to be. I'm going to label them really quick, and then I'm going to dwindle it down. So there's probably going to be some repeating on here, but let's just put it there. It's going to be 3, 4, and a 6. Yeah, 6. Okay. So if this was a 2, that's the only way that this can be a 3, so that does work. If not, it has to be 4. Can this work? 4, 6. No, that can't be. So this always has to be a 2. Yeah. Okay. So this always has to be a 2. This can never be a 6 here because this has to be higher than it. And this can never be a 3 because obviously 2, whatever, right? So that's how that's going to go. So this has to either be a 5, 8, or 9. Actually, it could be, could it be 6? No, 6 is here. Okay. Okay, so that's the possibilities. Either way, 2 is now seen over here. So this is our 3. Um, 3 is now going to go somewhere here. I'm just going to put it, label it. So it's happy. It is very, very happy, happy, joy, joy. Speaking of that, I remember when I was, watch Ren and Stimpy, and that song, it's like happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. If you ever listen to the lyrics, it is a dark song. It is super dark. If you've never seen Ren and Stimpy, like, that show is crazy. Oh my god. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I want to say the 8 can only go here. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. So 8. 8. Beautiful. Okay. What's kind of cool here is it's kind of making this a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be. So let's get rid of that 6 there. Nice. So again, this could be 3, 4, 6. Actually, this can't be a 6 because then this would have to be a 7, 8, or 9, and that's not possible. So this cannot ever be a 6, meaning this is our 6. Oh, let's go ahead and label these two right here. So this is our, oh no. Oh no, we messed something up somewhere. Oh man. How in the world did I mess something up? Oh, what did I do? Go back a little bit. I think I know where it was. I think it's a 7 in the corner. I said the 7 was going to be down here. Why did I say that? Because this can't be 7. So the 7's right. Oh man, what did I do? Did I really mess something up somewhere? Like how far? Man, I feel like I'm gonna have to go like back. Again, if this is 6, that means one of these has to be 4. And that's impossible. 4 has to go up here. How long? Uh, 'Why did I say this was 4? Oh, because of the multiple. 5, 12. 7 has to go. 7 has to go here. Like what I'm seeing here, just so I can kind of say it out loud. I feel like this has to be 4. Only reason why I'm thinking this is because since these two 4s are seeing this, can't be 4. So 8s are in the right place too. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I said that these have to be 7, and this cannot be a 7. This can be a 7 because 7, 8, 9. I don't know why I didn't see that 8 there. Because I was like, oh, this can't be a 7 because this can't be an 8. That was my mistake. I didn't pencil mark that this could be a 7. So I can't put the logic that the 7 has to be here. So in reality, 7 can actually go anywhere here. That was my mistake. Okay. Okay. All right. Back to the normal thingamajig. So again, this has to be a 3, 4, 6. We already kind of did the logic earlier. This has to be a 2. So we'll just kind of catch up really quick so we can nope. Let's try to get rid of that one. Yeah, catch up a little bit just so I can get back to what I was trying to say. Okay. So, in other words, we're trying to basically say like how does this work? What numbers does it have to be in order to get this correct, right? So, this would have to be either the 3 or 4 because it can't be a 6 because this has to be higher than the 6. So, this cannot be a 6 and this can't be a 3. So, it has to be one of those two. Up here, now that we know it can be a 7, this can be a 6. Earlier we were like, oh, it can't be a 6, so that means it has to be there. That was why, because 7 can now be here. What we do know is that the 7 cannot go here, because then it has to be 8, 9. So let's go ahead and get rid of that 7. So 7 is somewhere right here. Yes, okay. This is going to be a 5. It's not a 6 because it's in this row. Can't be a 7. So 8 or 9. All right. Ones I'm not sure about. 4. Let's go up here. What's this again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If this is a 5, that means this has to be 6 or 7. So let's just see if this works. 1 plus 3 is 4. Plus 5 is 6. I'm going to say not 9. And then plus 13, so that's 22. 30. And that is divisible by 6. I was like, can I do it the other way? Oh, I don't know. Let's see, 9, 15, 19, 27. Actually, it has to be that way. Wow. Because it's divisible by 6, the only way that you can get it divisible by 6 is if you do 5, 6, 7. Holy cow. I actually didn't think that was going to work. Color me surprised. All right, this is a naked single. Naked single. Let's see if this works. So that's 10. That's 10. So that's 20. And it is divisible by 4. So that works. All right. Now we know that 2 sees that. Actually, we could see what this is now. So that's our 7. We need a 5 and a 3. I'm just going to label them. I'm not sure if we can get that yet. But if it is a 5, that means the highest that this can be is a 3. Can't be a 2. It could be a 1. So to be divisible by 3, if this is 7, let's just say this is 3. So that's 10. And then 5. So that's 15. So that does work. What about 1 plus 7, 8? So 11 doesn't work. And 13 doesn't work. That means this does have to be the 3 and the 5. Okay. 5 is seeing that now. So that means that has to be a 6. That has to be an 8. So this together is 15. That is divisible by 3. So that does work. This is our... Is that 3? Yes, 3. That means this has to be 2. So that is divisible by 3 as well. So that is a multiple of it. So let's see if this works as well. This is a 16 plus, 12 plus 9, I mean, is 21. And that does work with 3. Now we have a whole bunch of naked singles here. So let's go ahead and fill them in. This is a, why am I not seeing 2? I'm like, why am I not seeing it? Okay. So that means that's our 1. 4, 8 down there. I'm just gonna like label these really quick. I know, I'm gonna fix it just in a second. What's the other one? 6? Yeah. So 6 and 6. And then down here, it's gonna be 2, 3, and 5. All right, 2 and the 3 see this, so this is our 5. All right, clean this up. Looks like this can only be a 9. Actually, what's the other number that can be in here? 5. 3, no, 5 is seen right there. So, yeah, definitely need to be a 9. 5, 6. This is the only place a 9 can go, so bam. That's a naked single, making this to 8. 4. There's 6. This has to be an even number, so that means that this is a 2. That's a 3. 2, 4, 4, and 3. Let's see if this works. It has to be divisible by 4. So that's 5, 11, 20. And that is divisible by 4. And these are all naked singles right here. So let's go ahead and fill this in. It's a 8, it's a 1, and it's a 7. And everything's good to go. Puzzle solved. But just for fun, I want to add this together. 4 plus 7 is 11, plus 1 is 12. That is divisible by 3. So there we have it. Puzzle is complete, and really good puzzle. I really like this this one. I did get kind of messed up when I pencil marked the 7. I felt like the puzzle was moving, and I probably would have been done with it a long time ago. But I just pencil mark wrong. So it's hard, you know, like when you're going really fast and you're like, oh man, why did I do that? I don't know. Why did you do that, Michael? But yeah, that was a fun puzzle. I really enjoyed it. So hopefully you guys played this puzzle, and hopefully you guys were entertained by it. Yeah, there was, again, it wasn't like too complicated, but like I really liked the way that it opened up once like you started getting the thermometers, and again, I did forget about the rule a couple times, but I actually did a lot better than I thought. Sometimes I'll go through like 20 minutes going, oh wait, there's another rule set, and I totally forget about it. So I'm glad that I did remember that time. But again, it was just unfortunate that I didn't get that that wrong. I was about to restart the puzzle from scratch because I was like, man, I don't know where I pencil marked wrong. But then I saw it last moment. I'm like, oh, good. Okay. We found out it was the 7. That was wrong. I still don't want to fill in because I think that made it kind of obvious that the 7 was going to be down here, but I want to figure it out logically. So I'm like, nope, I have to erase that from my memory, and I have to try to, you know, logically get to why does that become 7. So I'm glad that I followed that along because it makes the puzzle so much better and stuff like that. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching another Big Brain Puzzles. Again, new video every other Sunday, and if you like, comment on below and tell me how you did, or if you know, if you wanted a comment going like tisk tisk Michael, what did you do? But yeah, subscribe if you like this this content, and there's so much awesome content on this channel. Lots of LPs, wrestling videos, and a lot of miscellaneous variety content on this channel. It's I think you'll find something that you'll like. But thank you guys again, and I will see you guys next time. Later.